Hey everybody, it's Hari Swaminathan. I wanted to give a summary of the Priceline trade, which is included in the AdjustMax product. Priceline. Now, all of these trades in the adjustment product uh, are taken without giving any thinking, meaning like we did not analyze whether the trade was a good one or a bad one. We just took it because if it's a bad one, that's great. We're going to get to see all the different adjustment techniques that we can apply to a losing position. So literally all 8 trades that are included in the product were taken without giving any thought, and in the end I think 4 or 5 were clear winners, meaning even if we did not make any adjustment, they were winners. However, we did make adjustments to even milk the winners some more. So even those straight away the trades that were winning had quite a few adjustments because we managed to eke out more profits from those positions. Then there were 2 or 3 that were losers. We turned them around into a clear profit, and Priceline was one of the really great examples of a trade. So Priceline, we actually took the trade on December 24th, which is right here. Priceline was very close to 1150, and we put a credit spread around 1120. So somewhere in this area we put the Priceline bear call, and so you can imagine if I'm sorry, let me get this out. So you can imagine if when we put it, it was 1120, and you can see that Priceline went a couple of days went up, and but then it started coming down in a one way. So and then finally on the day we took the trade off, which was yesterday on Friday, the Priceline went below 1,000. So you can imagine what kind of how this position went from 11. Priceline came down from 1168. It went up to a high of 1165 and came down all the way to 990. So that's about 170 points on Priceline. And of course, we started out with a credit spread with a bear call. And one of the adjustments that you do when you have a bear call going against you is to turn it into an iron condor. So from somewhere around this point, we turned this into an iron condor, and we managed this position. This position obviously could have gone very, very bad, but what we did was, with a series of some standard adjustments as well as some elite adjustments, we were able to, and of course we were right through this position. We were, the positions were showing a loss, and I think at one point our max loss might have been about $3,000 or $3,500. This is, we're talking on a 10 contract position, but we were able to turn this around and come back to a break even. So you can see even a 170 point move, we were able to handle it on a credit spread. So that's the some of the detail on the Priceline trade that you will find inside the product. Besides the Priceline trade, we took a long call on Alibaba, and it went in our favor. We tried to get some more out of it, and we sort of this was a position that had already gone in our favor. Then there are live trades on Google. There is a debit spread on Google. Then we also turn it into a custom structure. It's not really an iron condor, but we turn it into a custom structure on Google. Netflix was also a credit spread, a bear call, which was turned into an iron condor. Lots of really cool adjustments on the Russell. We did a couple of Russell trades, which were mostly calendars and double calendars, and how we were able to adjust out of some of those. Russell was also a losing trade at one point, and we turned that around. Let's see, LinkedIn was a long put, which then became into a debit spread, and finally a credit spread, and actually ended up being an iron condor. So lots of really cool adjustments with all of these trades. You start with something, but you may end up somewhere completely different, because when when we do adjustments, we're not predicting anything, and that's the whole basis of the AdjustMax product, and really that's the whole basis of the way I trade. At least it's of course my personal opinion, but I think a good way to trade is not to predict anything. So the proof of that is that we took 8 trades, and on none of them we really determined whether it was a good time to entry. Whether it's technical analysis or fundamental analysis, you always have to have a good basis for entry, and so I don't recommend that as an approach. However, what you can, the power of adjustments is such that even if you don't think of any, even if you don't have a basis, you just take a blind trade. Let's say, okay, I'm going to take a bear call on Netflix, and regardless of whether that is a good trade or not, you take the trade, and once you've taken the trade, the power of adjustments is such that you can always turn it around. So those are some of the concepts that are covered in the AdjustMax product. Some very elite adjustment techniques are covered. How to book your profits on trades that go in your favor, how to maximize your profits rather, and then of course on trades that go against you, what are the different things you can do. You take a methodical approach, and we pretty much were able to turn all the 3 or 4 losers into winners or a break even. Priceline was a big loser, and we brought it back to a break even, which was a significant achievement. As you can imagine, Priceline over the last 2-3 weeks went through a $170 drop, and it went straight against our bear call. So you can imagine on this particular drop is how we had to protect it, and still come out break even on this trade is a pretty significant achievement. To get AdjustMax, you come down to optiontiger.com, and all the proprietary systems are covered right here, and you can see the AdjustMax class is right there, and you can click on that and you can enroll in the AdjustMax. For all of the products are also here, the proprietary systems. You can come over to Option Tiger and click on proprietary systems. You'll get a list of all the systems. Thank you.